You're seeing the most expensive Mercedes cars of the 1950s. A Mercedes drives by on the streets of Stuttgart, and those who see it are stunned. The reason is that even if an ordinary person worked until the end of their life, they couldn't buy that vehicle. Here you'll see Mercedes cars ranked from cheapest to most expensive. But when we get to the second spot on the list, I advise you to be careful, because there stands the most iconic model in automotive history. That iconic model found a buyer for $9.3 million. If that managed to surprise you, you absolutely must see the first vehicle. The car in first place is a vehicle that entered the Guinness Book of World Records. Without further ado, let's start our video full of surprises. If you're new to our Vintage Benz family, by subscribing and turning on notifications, you can be informed about more videos like this. Lean back and enjoy the video. We're starting from number 11. A little known but big gem greets you, the Mercedes-Benz 219. Released in 1956, this model is known as an elegant representative of the ponton design. With its new 6-cylinder engine, special interior decoration, and the most influential safety features of its era, it was indispensable for Germany's newly emerging wealthy. Industry bosses, rich lawyers, factory owners, famous physicians, when all of them drove this vehicle, they felt they had achieved something, as if they had moved up a class. Owning a new 219 was considered to be of the same status as owning a luxury home in Frankfurt or Munich's most expensive neighborhoods in the 1950s. When people saw you getting out of this vehicle, they would treat you differently. It was only in production for 4 years, and during this short period it was offered to the market in limited numbers. Today, in the collector's market, you need to part with $100,000 to $180,000 for a Mercedes 219 in good condition. If this price didn't surprise you, I'm sure the vehicle at number 10 will make you say, "This is too much." At number 10 is the Mercedes-Benz 170S Cabriolet. This elegant vehicle, which went into production in 1949 and was still on the roads with all its glory in the early 50s, was seen as the most powerful symbol of post-war Germany getting back on its feet. Chrome details, hand-stitched leather seats, woodcraft control panel, and all other such details showed that even amid ruined walls, the passion for luxury had not died out. At that time, in order to be able to buy a Mercedes 170S Cabriolet, an ordinary person had to save all their income for decades. Can you imagine saving money for decades for a vehicle? But people worked that long to own that car. Everyone knew that this vehicle was not a means of transportation, but a statement of status. Today, in the collector's market, a Mercedes 170S Cabriolet in good condition corresponds to a figure between $200,000 and $300,000. Things may get a bit confusing here, but we're still at the beginning of the list. Before moving on to the next vehicle, a small reminder: if you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel by turning on notifications. Let's continue with our video. Meet our number 9, a true post-war miracle, the Mercedes-Benz 220 Cabriolet A. Released in 1951, this convertible legend conveyed the message, Germany is back to Stuttgart's elite circles. With its 6-cylinder engine and 80 horsepower, considered top tier for its era, it whispered something unique as it traveled down the road. Chrome trim, sparkling details, wood veneered instrument panel. When everyone saw this vehicle on the road, they wondered greatly who it belonged to, because this car displayed the social class of its owner without saying a word, At that time, with a price of approximately 19,000 Deutsche Marks, an average worker had to work for about 10 years to be able to buy this model. Today, we can see figures of more than $350,000 for a Mercedes 220 Cabriolet A in good condition. Rare examples with original documentation can reach up to $500,000. We're moving on to the 8th model that will make your heart beat faster. Number 8 is the Mercedes-Benz 190 SL. Introduced at the 1955 Frankfurt Motor Show, this elegant sports roadster may have stayed a bit behind the Mercedes 300 SL, but it managed to become an engineering marvel in its own right. Hollywood stars fell in love with it the moment they saw it. Sophia Loren, Romy Schneider, Zsa Gabor. A Golden Girls Club had practically formed around the Mercedes 200 SL, with its 1.9-liter engine producing 105 horsepower and its convertible design crafted with high engineering. It was as if it had been specially manufactured to race against the wind on the Mediterranean coast. In the 1950s, it was sold in Germany at a price of 16,500 Deutsche Marks. This figure was a bit expensive even for that time. Today, the price of a Mercedes 200 SL in good condition can rise to $250,000 to $400,000. Restored special color versions exceed the $500,000 barrier. At number 7 is a true aristocrat, the Mercedes-Benz 200S Cabriolet, also known as the Ponton. And now turn all your attention here, because things are getting crazy. Released in 1956, this convertible legend had managed to amaze the European elites of the era. On the red carpet of Cannes, in front of the boutique hotels of Saint-Tropez, at the entrance of the Monte Carlo Casino, you would surely see a few Mercedes 200S Cabriolets, chrome bumper, white-walled tires, red or cream-colored leather interior, silver-plated details. It was practically like the moving version of a Cézanne painting. A crowd always formed around the vehicle, and this showed the respect not only for the vehicle, but also for its owner. The Mercedes 200S Cabriolet, whose price reached high levels even at that time, easily sees $400,000 to $600,000 today. Yes, this was a bit crazy. If you're still watching, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now the real shock is coming. Number 6 is the Mercedes-Benz 300 Adenauer Limousine. Known as the car of statesmen of its era, the name Adenauer comes from German Chancellor Konrad Adenauer. The Mercedes 300 Adenauer was a limousine loved by heads of state and millionaires of the era. With its enormous dimensions, 3-liter 6-cylinder engine, and extended chassis, the Vatican specially ordered this vehicle for the Pope. The Mercedes 300 Adenauer was a car priced at more than 50 times an ordinary person's annual salary at that time. Inside this vehicle, conversations that shaped world peace took place. Historic agreements were signed, and even the fates of some countries were decided inside this vehicle. Today, in the collector's market, we can see prices reaching $800,000 for the Mercedes 300 Adenauer. For examples bearing papal, presidential, or royal coats of arms, these figures easily exceed millions of dollars. Now we're moving on to the real bombshells of the list. At number 5, a masterpiece appears before us, the Mercedes-Benz 300S Coupe. Released in 1951, this luxury coupe bore the name of the most expensive serial production Mercedes of its era. The Mercedes 300S Coupe had been produced as a sport and more luxurious version of the Mercedes 300 Adenauer, and all its details were made by handcraft. It had the highest quality Italian leathers, silver-plated details, walnut wood veneered instrument panel, Every detail of the Mercedes 300S Coupe was assembled piece by piece with delicate precision lasting about an hour. The total production figure of the W188 is only 760 units, and the Mercedes 300S Coupe version was limited to only 216 units worldwide. This number alone is enough to prove that the car is a very rare gem. Among the names lined up to own this vehicle were European royal families, Arab oil barons, Hollywood stars, and Latin American dictators. Even getting in line for the Mercedes 300S Coupe required a special recommendation. Today, if you want to own a Mercedes 300S Coupe, you may face a price of $800,000. Those with special history go for more than $1.2 million. Yes, we're slowly starting to break through the $1 million barrier, and we're moving on to the hidden star on the list. Our number 4, here it is, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SC Roadster. This convertible masterpiece was introduced in 1955, and in my opinion, it was the most legendary of the 300S series. Since it has direct fuel injection, the letter C is in its name, and at that time this technology was seen as an engineering marvel. With its 175 horsepower engine, this model could see speeds of 180 kilometers per hour, and this speed managed to surprise everyone in the 1950s. Today, it's very difficult to find this model because its production was limited to 53 units. Yes, only 53 units. And that's why today it's impossible for you to find a Mercedes-Benz 300 SC Roadster for less than $4 million. The Mercedes 300 SC Roadster, offered for sale with its original documentation at a special auction held in 2018, was sold for exactly $5.1 million. Close your eyes and imagine what I'm saying. The year is 1956. The Côte d'Azur coastal road. The Mediterranean sun shines on your face. The soft sound of the car's engine. The leather seats embrace you. And inside the convertible Mercedes 300 SC Roadster, you're driving against the gentle wind. And beside you is the most elegant woman of the era. You can feel Mercedes's most elegant touches at that very moment. We're moving on to the last 3 vehicles, and if you're still watching the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. At number 3 is a real royal member, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. Introduced in 1957 after the Gullwing model, this convertible legend created a different world by combining luxury and performance, disc brakes, more advanced suspension, more comfortable interior, and of course that magnificent convertible design. Frank Sinatra, Tony Curtis, Peter Sellers, Yul Brynner. The stars of the era practically competed to drive this vehicle on the streets with show. Seeing at least 3 300 SL Roadsters on a Beverly Hills evening created a very nice feeling. Even the worst of the Mercedes 300 SL Roadster, of which 1,858 units were produced, has a value of more than $1.2 million today. For a well-preserved model with original documentation and a special story, this figure rises to $4 to $5 million. Some special versions, those with aluminum bodies, or those coming from historic owners, correspond to figures like $7 million in auction halls. Yes, we're witnessing very high figures. At number 2, the most iconic model in automotive history appears before us. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. This model, with its legendary gull wings, was released in 1954, and a brand new design met the world. The upward opening door design had been a design never seen before in that era, and even today it amazes those who see it. With its 215 horsepower engine with direct fuel injection, it saw speeds of 260 kilometers per hour. An iconic car reaching 260 kilometers per hour in 1954. It signed many records on racetracks, settled into the head corner of museums, became the star of Hollywood films. Only 1,400 units of this model were produced, and today its price doesn't go below $1.5 million. The prices at auction bidding are incredible. In 2022, a rare aluminum-bodied Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing, kept in a scrap depot in Los Angeles, found a buyer for exactly $9.3 million. Those who hear that a vehicle stored in a scrap depot was sold for $9.3 million are in shock. However, this figure is very low compared to the price of the vehicle in the first place on our list. Number 1, and you have to brace yourself for this. Now you're face to face with the most expensive car in the world, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe. In 1955, only 2 units of this legendary vehicle were produced, specially designed for Mercedes' chief engineer Rudolf Uhlenhaut. Uhlenhaut drove this vehicle, which was a race car, daily on the streets of Stuttgart. Imagine using a race car every morning to go to work or somewhere else. With its 310 horsepower engine, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe could see speeds of approximately 290 kilometers per hour, and at that time it was the fastest road car in the world. No one even imagined buying this vehicle, which had been displayed for years in Mercedes' special museum. However, on May 5th, 2022, a special auction took place at the Mercedes-Benz Museum, and a sale that broke a world record happened at the R.M. Sotheby's Classic Car Auction. A sale of exactly $143 million. Yes, you didn't hear wrong, $143 million. With this figure, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe managed to enter the Guinness Book of World Records, and I don't believe this record will be broken for many years to come. I think a vehicle that has signed world records fully deserves its place at the very top of our list. Do you think that much money should be paid for a car? I'm waiting for your opinion in the comments. You witnessed the most expensive Mercedes-Benzes of the 1950s. All of these are models with special history that created legendary engineering marvels. If a vehicle still manages to come and break a world record after nearly 70 years, it's not a vehicle. It's a life philosophy and an engineering legend. You can share with me in the comments which of these models you have in your garage. We've reached the end of the video. If you're a classic car fan or a classic Mercedes enthusiast, I strongly recommend that you join our Vintage Benz family. If you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, you can be informed about videos I prepare with care for you. By liking the video, you can make the algorithm goddesses happy. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.